Hello friends, my name is Renuka and welcome to my channel. Today I am showcasing Fiscus Latte Love stamp, and it is the part of series where I make 5 cards with the one stamp. Now you can see this picture here. I put another card which will I link below, but these cards I make with the one stamps, and if you don't have the stamps you can use in the substitute stamps, that you can use the lawn fawn or the Salmon's new release stamp which came in a kit of this month. So now I'll just choose a small scale pattern paper. Small scale pattern paper means the designs are a little bit smaller, so it will look nice on those cups. And be checked to share my first video so you can see all the fun way to use these stamps. Now I'm just searching the pattern where the images are a little bit smaller and it will look nice on those cups. So I just first of all I put the stamp on the rough paper so that I'll condition my stamps, and then I just use Memento ink to stamp these cup images. Now I'll fuzzy cut out all of them, and here you can see I stamp one cup twice on the same pattern paper. I want to add those cup inside the card also. So here the pattern paper is the main thing, so you can choose a very feminine look by choosing the flowers and hearts or more in a pink shades. But if you want to make more turn to masculine card, then you can just change the pattern paper like the stripe one, the heart one or the dotted one, and rather than adding a more pink in that, you can go to the brown shades or more earthen shades. So the trick of fuzzy cutouting is just move your paper. Now I want that the cup handle should look nice, and I want a poke a hole in that. So here I am using my craft knife. This knife is from Fiscus and it's really easy to handle, but you can use any craft knife or a paper knife to cut down the portion, and I do that for all the cups of the camera. And now I'm just stacking those cups. Now I'm seeing that where I want to stack those, because I don't want the saucer on all the 4 cups. I just want the saucer on the just the bottom of it. So after seeing that how I like the way it looks, I just cut out the saucers. Now I want to again do some procedure here with craft knife so that I can tuck those cups inside the first cup, and then I'll do that again and again for all the 4 of them. Now I'll add a little bit of black all around the cups, so if there is any kind of imperfection while cutting out those cups, it will hide and it will give me same time a nice clear border. So this is the another paper, it's a ombre paper, and I just die cut out it by using the Salmon's stitch rectangle, and which is the largest one. And here I am using the Salmon's hard stencil, and I just want to put little bit of color, and here I am using Hero Arts pink ink. This one is the pigment ink, and then I decided okay, I don't want that, and I just go to the again the distress ink colors, and I just put the dabbing motion those ink on the stencil, so it will give me a nice effect on those heart. Although the ombre effect is nice, I want to add more dimension to that panel. Then I just clean out it the stencil. Now at this moment, if you want to, you can add a texture paste to the ink, and you can put that by using the same technique. Now I want little bit more color to those cups to give the dimension. Wherever you are stamping the image is look like flat, but these having the kind of circular shape to them, so add little bit of color. Here I am using Spectrum aqua markers, but basically you can use any markers and blend them out with the blender pen. And after that I'll just stack them again, cause I had little bit coffee also in those cups, coffee or tea, whatever you say, and then I stack them alternately so it looks like this from the back side. Now I decided to add a little bit of fun foam here, and which will do both the ways. It will stack the stack of those cups at the same time. It will give the raised dimension to it. Now here I am just searching for a perfect background card for it, and I choose the white, and then I put the pink panel inside, which is also the part of pink panel and which is cut from the same size salmon stitch rectangle. Now I want something to place, some kind of place where I can stack those cups. I don't want those cups like floating in the air. So rather than adding a table or something like that, I decided to put the silver tape here. This is the silver tape having backside sticky already, and I got this from, I think, Samus's last year January kit. Yeah, and they have lots of tape remaining, so I'm using here. You can use any washi tape or whatever you have in your hand. If you don't have those, you can use a silver color glitter paper also. Now here I'm using Stampy and a grid just to see where I want to stamp, although it's not stamped that much correctly. I don't know why, but yeah, it's okay for me. And now at this moment I decided to add a fun foam to raise little bit. So here I'm cutting the fun foam, and I'll just put the sticky back to the front panel, and then I'll use the glue runner tape for the backing to put it down. And now I'll again use the glue runner to put the stack of cup there. So now at this moment it's kind of finished, but I want to add something little extra, so I decided to add that vapors coming out of this cup, and I use the VersaFining for that, so it gives tone and tone effect. Now for this card I use the stackables from I'll post down the link below. It's not a big company, I just bought those from Amazon, and those are working good for me. And those are the stackables, like the nesting dies and the stitch hearts. So whatever you have in hand, you can use that. So at this moment I decided to use a square card, and I bought this from, I think, MacLeod. Yeah, and they're having the matching envelope and craft stocks, and these are the 5.5 by 5.5 square card stocks. And I'm using here the white gel pen with the Tim Holtz ruler, and I'm making just a stitch line all around the card. I just want to add this stitch line before I added anything to it, because you can see that I already lay out all the things in what manner I want those papers go down. But basically I don't want to just put the paper one on one. I just want to create a dimensional effect here by paper layering. So I'll use some of the raised portion, and some will some of the portions will go in bottom of the sides. So here I just putting that white gel pen wherever I feel that I need a stitch detail. And these stamps I already stamped from the same stamp, Love Latte, and I embossed it with the Wow golden embossing powder. I did that in a previous video, and it just embossing, nothing great. And then I use again those stitch details, and I'm using here white uni ball pen. This works really good and very juicy pen. And then I will add again those details to these hearts. Now I had just this scrap paper with me, and it is from Lawn Fawn winter collection, and the red one is, I think, the Lawn Fawn Christmas collection, the plaided one, and this one is Pables. Okay, and I'll show link down all the papers I used, and you can go to my blog and see their supplies also. Now I'm adding little bit of details on some of those hearts just to match the whole thing together. Now I decided to put this yellow cardstock on the base of the front layer. So I add here the sentiment, and because before adhering anything I just want to add the sentiment, because I'm planning to make a layered card, and after layering all these things I will not able to use my Misty or the any stamping tool. We didn't get that kind of perfect stamping there, so I just adhere that cardstock, and I just kind of eyeballing it that I want to place those hearts there, and I just cut out this big heart and just decided to put one on just the layer and another on the foam tape. And now here I am using fun foam. You can use fun foam dots also. Just make sure that where you are making more and more layers, don't use the biggest heaviest thickness of the foam dots. Just go with the 1/8 inch of the phone dots, so that will give you a nice effect. And if you want to double it up the next layer, you can use that. Now here's another thing why I'm using fun foam. When you are needed, you can just twist it around and it changed the shape. So basically you can manipulate the things here. Now I am adhering all those hearts I cut out from those papers, and basically I'm using here a glue to adhere that volume, and I'm using the glossy accent here, and I put a one tag, the cloth tag which came from the market, and just put tag and we cut out the things and I put that tag. I learned this technique from Jennifer MacLeod, and I tried those fancy small nib things, but it didn't work for me. But yeah, this is working great for me, so I'm using that. And now I'm adhering those hearts, some like outside, some are inside the frames, and I'm adding for some same the foam tape and fun foams here. And I'm using quite glue here, that is Tombow Mono, and I'm just putting those white hearts just tucking behind it. And why I'm adding here white with the pattern paper, I just want a little bit of balancing out the things. At the same time I want to put something white because it will pop on the cardstock, and same time it will match that stitch line we made before. So now everything is just combining together and give the nice effect. And I'm add little bit of volume hearts also there, just to match, and you can see that how beautiful this layer is coming out. And you can go with your imagination, do whatever want you like it. Use the pattern papers you have, use your scraps, because this kind of cards needs lots of papers, but you can use the scrap at the same time. So after putting all these things, I really like how it turned out and how this dimension looking, those window of hearts. Just want to make something matching inside, so I put those two hearts inside, and I didn't stamp any kind of sentiment there. So basically these are the all 5 cards I made, and you can watch the part 1, that how I made those cards, because I don't want to make this video long, so that's why I divided into 2 parts. I hope you enjoyed and got inspired. Thank you for joining me today. All the supplies I use are listed and below in YouTube link, and you can go to my blog to see more pictures and the supply list also. Be sure to thumbs up if you like my channel, subscribe to it. You can follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and on my blog and this YouTube channel too. So I hope you got inspired, and see you soon for the next crafty project. Until then, have a crafty life. Bye bye.